evening. My name is Michelle Francis, and I'm an elementary school art teacher, and this is my presentation on how I integrate technology into my art room for distant and hybrid learning models. This year, I created my Bitmoji classroom. I link all my grade level objectives, elements, and principles of design, and cover the links to each video of my lesson in a demonstration. In addition, the students can download their project images to Padlet, which is here. On the bookshelves are links to videos and skills and techniques needed for that week's lesson. My second example is my Google Meets and Padlet samples. During my live meets, we do a Google share of our projects when they're finished. Having live lessons 8 times a day in synchronized teaching has been a challenge to balance, but I consider myself so lucky to have technology that allows me to make these connections with my students at home. Communicating and collaborating and sharing ideas is so important to creating meaningful relationships and offer the students global citizenship. Currently, I'm using these 3 platforms, Google Classroom and Padlet, as well as Flipgrid and Nearpod, which are extensions of Nearpod's an extension to Google. And back in March, I was offered professional development for training for these 3 e-tools. My district also has a teacher page where we collaborate and share ideas for our lessons for monthly newsletters. After recently exploring Kitely, I discovered the AR tools, the Merge Cube and Quiver Vision. I recently implemented them in my classroom with my 4th graders, and they absolutely love those tools, so I highly recommend them for the classroom. Here's a sample of my assignment page in each month, how the assignments show up in Google Classroom, and how to manage my students' images and grading. It helps me record and keep track of my 40 classes. I give video tutorials were given to each student on how to add their images to the classroom, and if they have difficulty, of course, their parents can take snapshots and email them to me in my personal email. It's hard when you have 1,000 students, so I have to make sure their name and teacher code are on it, or a picture of their student. So that's really helpful when managing my digital files. Here's a sample of my line and shape study for one of my 2nd grade projects. As you can see, all their assignments were turned in, and I'm starting to grade. So that was last trimester. I have multi levels of delivery. I use video, audio, and kinesthetic dances for my students. I try to keep it lively and have a lot of levels of delivery. After our lesson wrap up at the end of the month, we like to do a Google Form assessment with my students. It's about 3 to 4 questions about your assignment that they completed. For badges and rewards, we use the Class Dojo daily. They earn points on the concepts they're learning for the week, how they manage their time on task, and their participation. So the parents also have access to this dojo, so it's great for communicating with them as well. So thank you for letting me share my comprehensive integration of technology into my art room during these tough times. So if you have any questions, you can contact me at mfrancis102001@gmail.com. Look forward to seeing everyone soon. Take care.